The graph shows the relationship between the weight of an object on the moon and its weight on Earth. We want to write an equation for this relationship. So to write an equation, we need to know what the constant of proportionality is, meaning we need to know what this graph is changing by. And one of the ways that we can do that is we can just go through the graph and find some points on the graph and see what the coordinates of these points are. So our x coordinate here is the weight of the object on the Earth in pounds, and the y coordinate is the same object's weight on the moon in pounds. So let's go ahead and make our xy table. And just so we don't forget, we'll remember this is the weight of the object on Earth, and this is the weight of the object on the moon for x and y. And so our first point that we have is right here, and it looks like that coordinate is 6, 1. And so that means an object that weighs 6 pounds on Earth weighs 1 pound on the moon, so 6, 1. The next point we have right here is 12, 2. So 12 pounds on Earth, 2 pounds on the moon. This point right here looks like it is 18.3. So 18 pounds on Earth, 3 pounds on the moon. And then this last point here is 35. So 30 pounds on Earth, 5 pounds on the moon. So once we have all of these points, we want to go ahead and figure out what the constant of proportionality is. The constant of proportionality is the letter K. That's what we use to find the constant of proportionality. And the way that we find it from a set of coordinates is by taking whatever the y coordinate is and dividing by the x coordinate. Okay, the y coordinate divided by or over the x coordinate is how we figure this out. So our first set that we have here, where we've got 6 for Earth and 1 for the moon, or an x of 6 and a y of 1. If we do y over x, that will be 1 over 6. Okay, y over x is 1 over 6. Next, we've got 2 over 12, and 2 over 12 will reduce to 1 over 6. How about that? Our next set is going to give us 3 over 18, which, hey, what do you know? That's going to reduce to 1 over 6 also. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that 5 over 30 is probably going to reduce to, yep, you guessed it, 1 over 6. So every set of coordinates we have when we do y over x, we are able to either get 1 over 6 flat out, like we did with the first one, or we reduce it to 1 over 6, like we did with the next three. And that tells us that our value of k, our constant of proportionality, is 1/6. So our equation, the way we write the equation for a proportional relationship, is y equals kx, like so. And the only value that we have to replace is the value of k, which we just figured out is 1/6. So our final equation is going to be y equals 1/6 x. And there is the equation that represents this proportional relationship. And we could say this in just pure English by saying that something on the moon weighs 1/6 as much as it does on Earth.